Greetings, humans, greetings, and welcome back to another fun-filled episode. Bear here, 29-year veteran people, and be in the woods. That is where bears live. And don't you know, 7 out of 8 TikTok women, they would agree they would rather see a bear in the woods than a man in the woods. It is YouTube's #1 show by a bear. Great to have all of you here with us here today. Big old bear hug for all of you out there. Survived the craziness of 2024. The left. You just can't. You can't even, man. You just can't even. But want to thank everybody out there. I was thinking, just right before Bear came on here, I was thinking, we got one of the things that we try to say about the channel. You watch the show not to know what's going on, but to know what's going to go on. We actually had a article, about a week ago, maybe a little bit longer than that, where we were talking about the Batman car that was up for sale. They were going to sell it for like $3 million or something like that. All of a sudden, everybody in Comicsgate, now we're talking about the Batman car that's up for sale. It's like, you could have watched the show like a week and a half ago, and you would have already known about that ahead of time. And they're still getting it wrong. It's actually made, they're not selling it from Warner Brothers. It's not like they're getting rid of the actual Batman car. They made like 10 or 15 of them, maybe 20, something like that. So they actually made a couple and are selling. So if you had already been here with Bear, you already knew all about that. So I was like, yeah, there you go. Once again, Bear ahead of the curve. Not getting any credit or anything like that. That's fine. Go ahead. I mean, shoot, we had Yo Flash steal Bear's, for like 3 weeks in a row. Literally, story by story, lifted from Bear's program. That's alright, that's why we put in the links, so you people can go check it out yourself. Bear isn't just like coming it up out of the blue. No, we actually know what the hell we're talking. Sometimes. 75% of the time we know what the hell we're talking about here. The other 25, it's just a wing and a prayer, people. And a wing and a prayer. Do-do-do. Anyways, I don't know. Do we get into the latest from Comicsgate? Do we really? I don't know, man. I have no idea. The big news, the other big news, I suppose, it's shocking, people. It is very shocking that a boxing match with Mike Tyson could actually be, not on the level, not on the up and up out there. People are just shocked and amazed that, hey, there might be some shenanigans going on there in the world of boxing. Just like, oh my god, I never knew. Like, really? Come on. After the cuties things, we're going back to Netflix. Seriously. If we're going to call a boycott on something, can't we actually, boycott it? That would be nice. Not that Bear's calling for one. I don't have Netflix anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But, I'm not going to watch Netflix anymore, except for this one fight. Gosh, now I can't watch it again. Because it was rigged. Yeah, no kidding, people. No kidding whatsoever. So, I don't know if we get into the latest Comicsgate stuff. Man, oh man, it's like Comicsgate is almost having its own Comicsgate moment. So, interesting out there. A bunch of people just completely butthurt because they're not, they haven't been selected for some award show. It's like, oh my god, not the awards. I must be praised and held in high regard 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Like, I don't really have that kind of time, man. Don't have that kind of time. It's like, we're all the independent and small YouTube channels out there. Why aren't they promoting all us big Comicsgate people? Well, we've been here for a couple years, and we've, tried to tag people out there, so all the big names, it's down there in the description. I'm promoting your stuff already. If we have stuff, like, we'll come up here with the campaign updates here. We're already doing it every single show, so, maybe check out Bear's show every once in a while. You might learn a thing or two. About that. Anyways, let's go ahead, jump right into it. Titan Mouse of Might. Come on, man, we can get him to 14,000 people. I know we can. One of Bear's favorite books so far this year from Gary Shipments. Bear would recommend. Go checking it out, people. Go check out that. Of course, a good old Cyberfrog. It looks like it may pass 800,000 before it's all done. So knock on wood. Hopefully we'll get there. I don't know if it'll make 1 million. Unless he just keeps it open, which is a possibility. But it was supposed to close in October, so it hasn't closed by the middle of November. So I don't know. Maybe keep it open until December. Maybe I don't know. I have no idea out there, but hopefully crossing over 800. We've got also, well, no, it's closed. Never mind, screw it. Godlike, whatever. You can't get it, and not really a big loss, honestly. Need to get rid of that one. And of course, a Wraith from good old Ron Lopresti out here. Almost 70,000. So probably the next backer or two. Maybe the next 3 backers or so. You could, if you go out right now, you could push it over to 70K. I don't know if he has maybe 70, maybe 75K, maybe another stretch goal. So there you go, something to look forward to. But we actually have to look forward to from the Tucci, Billy Tucci out here. 30th anniversary original art. Well, no, wait. Gatecrashers is now live, people. She is back. And here is her back. So there you go. There you are from Billy Tucci. Let's see. What an incredible opening night in the first hours. Already off to a terrible start here. She Gatecrasher on Indiegogo has thunder past 37K, making Gatecrasher the biggest Indiegogo opening ever for them. And he owes it all to you people, the wonderful backers. Deb and I are already readying our first stretch goal announcements. They have plenty of stretch goal planned for this exclusive campaign, and you are going to love them. You better. I also want to thank the amazing Rob Liefeld, for delivering the art for his mysterious, quote, mystery variant cover. We can't wait to reveal it in its 4-color glory in the coming days. Again, he says, Domo arigato for backing this in our past campaigns. We're off to a blazing start. Sart and the great Al Jolson once said, you ain't seen nothing yet. That's from Billy Tucci, Deb as well. All the great stuff out there. She Gatecrasher, people. So there you go. If you wanted to go check it out. By the way, I did get, did we opened this, I think, on the election night, if Bear remembers correctly. Yeah, I think it was election night. I got the She Artist. That would be the original art edition that Beer got. Great book. It was a really well-made book, number one, and I like how it had the original comic up front, but also all the line art in the back. So you had like just pencils and inks, and then you had pencils, inks, and colors as well, but no dialogue. So I thought that was good. I really liked it. I really liked the quality of the book. You could tell that he put a lot of effort into it. So very, very good stuff there from the Tucci out there. So there you go, people. Very good stuff. There you go, people. Beer hug for all of you out there. Yes, indeed. All right, let's get into it. I got some interesting news for you good people. Hollywood continues continues to melt down people. Like a snowman in July here in Florida. It's just melting, melting, melting down before our very eyes. Let's go ahead and get into it. They're literally saying the bad part out loud for some reason. I don't know why, but let's go ahead and get into it. That'd be the Hollywood Reporter people. Chris Gardner. Go back out into the garden, Chris. Dana Walden. This is the ABC. I think she is network. One of them was like best friends with Kamala. I'm not sure if it was her or if it was another individual out there. Dana Walden says that ABC, the network ABC, passed on pilots. Not because they were terrible pilots, but they were not being inclusive enough, people. They weren't being inclusive enough. I'm sure they would say that with the MAGA faithful as well. We need to have more MAGA and conservatives in our programming, right, Dana, right. During a panel that included Amazon Studios chief Jennifer Salke, I don't know. Walden revealed that, quote, for the first time, gee, I wonder why, the network received some incredibly well-written scripts, but it did not satisfy our standards in terms of inclusion. Well, Miss Walden, why not just go ahead and give up your cushy position there for, a woman of color, or a male of color, or a trans of color? We gotta be inclusive, Mrs. Walden. So just go ahead, pack it on in. A tired old white lady, we need to replace you with something else. Last fall, they say, ABC unveiled a set of inclusion standards as a path towards becoming more diverse. A representation both on screen and behind the scenes on network shows. Dana, now's your time. You can go ahead and quit right now. Just wipe that smile off your face and walk on out the door. You gotta hand it over to a POC out there. Preferably a female POC. Let's see. For on-screen representation, the guideline calls for 50% or more of regular and returning characters to come from underrepresented groups, and the same percentage for the actors who play that part. So, as a writer, you got to come up with whatever your thing is. I don't know, a medical drama of some kind. It has to be half of them very inclusive, underrepresented groups. Who are those underrepresented groups? MAGA folks? Oh God, no, we can't have any of that. God forbid. No, just your collection of weirdos and freaks, and all that's got to be half. That's got to be 50% of whatever you're writing and coming up with, and behind the scenes as well. It's all got to be. They lay down the law that says, you could come up with a great script, and it's 48.5% diverse, and they say, nah, I'm sorry, it didn't hit 50%. I'm sorry. Your great next masterpiece out there, it just ain't gonna work, man. We're ABC, we gotta pass. We gotta pass on that. I never see any beer doctors. I know, Sam. I know. Mainly they're veterinarians, but yeah, we do need more bear representation. I do agree with that. Bear is a bear of color out here. Where is his chance? God dang it. Walt Disney Television, Chairman of Entertainment. What a title. Dana Walden referenced the standards April 9th during a panel. April? How old was this? Hold on one second. People, I apologize. I had no idea. This was written April 14th, 2021. So, gosh, Bear should have read when this was. So, this was quite a while ago. Anyways, so they didn't do. We'll continue here. Let's see. During a panel discussion put on by Chapman University and Glamour, She revealed that the latest crop of pilots back in 21 for 22 season received by the network failed to make the grade. I will tell you for the first time, we received some incredibly well-written scripts that did not satisfy our standards in terms of inclusion, and we passed on them. Passed completely on them right there. It's like, oh, for crying out loud. Really? Why would you do that? Why on earth would you do that? Walton cited an example of receiving a script centered on a white family with the assumption that diversity would come with the neighbors. Why not? Hey, you're the first white guy in Detroit, middle of Detroit out there. You're fine. Or Harlemers. Well, Harlem's being gentrified, so maybe not. With the assumption that diversity would come with the neighbors. Pass, she says. Get that out of here. That's not going to get on the air anymore. That's not what our audience wants. That's not a reflection of our audience. And I feel good about the direction we're moving away from the audience and towards the breadlines. I really hope that Miss Walden out here, if she is still there. I don't know if she's still there or not. Let's find out. Hold on one second here, people. Let me find this out. Gosh dang it. Beer is inquiring. Alright, what was her name? Dana something or another. What was it? Dana. What's her name? Walden. Okay. She's still there. Pardon me, people. 1 second. Still there. Well, she is also a member, or soon-to-be former member, of the President's Export Council. Dana! Man, oh man, congratulations. I really hope the door hits you. Really hope the door hits you on the way out. Oh, and going to become in the running for the next CEO of Disney. So we'll see. We'll see about that, Dana. When you go to run for the CEO of Disney, we want to remind everybody out there that, hey, white people, you should not apply here at Disney because we've got hard and fast things out here we just can't allow you to have. Let's see, Sam says, I see human veterinarians all the time. I would hope. They say Asians are white adjacent. I don't know about that. They don't treat pandas much better either. Oh, for crying out loud. Oy. Sam bringing the puns out here. Well, that's all right. That I'm sure. I apologize at being 4 years old there. I should have read that first, but that's all right. We do our proofreading on location here. I'm sure Miss Walden coming up through the Disney power structure. She's got some stuff. Disney as well. Just lined up that are going to be just some great, outstanding, excellent things coming up. I mean, especially people for the brand, I don't want to say brand new, but the new IP that they have, not only from Lucasfilm, but also from Fox out there. I'm sure there's some great Star Wars content coming out very soon in the near future that you are just going to be amazed about. And I apologize, people. I apologize. From Variety, Catsy Steven. Disney removes Star Wars movie from 2026 slate and is replaced by people, the Star Wars movie, possibly starring Rey, as their only character. I had a story the other day. I didn't use it. I've been trying to stay away from the Star Wars stuff. That Rey was their only hope. Literally, Rey is our only hope. It's our only character that people care about. I mean, not the Ahsoka lady and not the alkaline lady, the mophead lady. Nobody cares about them. Rey, you're our only hope. Force is female. your Star Wars movie has been replaced by Ice Age 6. Ice Age 6 is replaced. Ice Age 6 was acquired from Fox when Disney bought Fox. It's not even a Disney IP, original IP. They have it now. Ice Age 6 is brooming away a Star Wars movie. Do you ever think you'd see the day, people? From Variety, people. Disney has removed an untitled Star Wars film previously scheduled for December 18th, 2026. 2 short years from now. From its release calendar, Ice Age 6 will move into its spot. Ouch. I don't know who was in charge or directing of that movie, but man, oh man, you gotta say, hey, I'm sorry, Mr. or Mrs. Director out there, I'm sorry, we're gonna have to take your Star Wars film that you worked night and day on, that you poured everything into, and we're gonna delay it or possibly cancel it. But don't worry, we're gonna replace it with Ice Age 6. Do you think that director would be... Do you think the actors would be like, oh, okay, yeah, not a problem. Ray Romano, great guy. Yeah, terrific. I don't mind at all. No. This is your warning, people. Star Wars, once again, is dead, dead, dead. Dead, 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 dead. Disney bought Marvels and Star Wars because they needed more boys' properties. Well, Sam, not working out too well. I don't think I have to explain any further. Well, Sam, this is our great... Not just white hope, our great hope at all for Star Wars. Anything. Any Star... That was... I should have brought up the article there. But yeah, they literally have nothing. Literally have nothing. All the old characters are, literally dead or killed off. And... I don't know, maybe Han Solo could come back from the dead. I have no idea. But, anyways. While it was never confirmed exactly what this project would be, the Sharmeen Obaday Chinroy previously announced as the director of an upcoming Star Wars film following Daisy Ridley's Rey after the events of Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker. Really? Is there anything to say after that? I mean... horses in space. Okay. Maybe they'll have, like, I don't know, like a racetrack with the horses in space where they go around. I have no idea. The film lost screenwriter Stephen Knight earlier this year after losing Damon Lindelof and Justin Britt Gibson previously. Lucasfilm president Kathleen Kennedy said at last year's Star Wars Celebration that Ridley's new film would follow Rey as she builds a new Jedi Order. Would be the first time a potential entry in the beloved space opera franchise ended before it began. Well, let's go down the list. Patty Jenkins, Kevin Feige, Ryan Johnson, David Benioff, and D.B. Weiss. Wasn't there another one with Dom Glover as well? I think Dom Glover had one out. That got shelved. I feel like there's like one or two others that I'm forgetting over here. But yeah, whole lot. Canceled. Next Star Wars movie, maybe, possibly, we'll see. Mandalorian and Grogu. Director Jon Favreau, scheduled in May 2026. Maybe not. I don't know. Another untitled Star Wars film remains on the slate December 17th, 2027. Might be replaced by, I don't know, Ice Age 8? Cars 3? Inside Out 4? One of those. It could be replaced. Let's see. Elsewhere in the galaxy, they revealed that X-Men alum Simon Kinberg would write and produce a new trilogy with Kennedy. Sure, I believe that. I totally believe that. I believe that we will see a Star Wars movie. Sure. They need to commit to wokeness, says Sam. I want to see a black lesbian woman with a peg leg. Well, wait a minute. Didn't we already have a black lesbian woman? Wasn't that like Ahsoka or what was the Alkaline? Wasn't she like a mophead lesbian? One would imagine. I don't know if she had a peg leg. I didn't watch the show. Let's just imagine she has a peg leg and go with it. And give them the super duper diversity award out there. We had a guy way back when Bear was in high school. Yeah, a guy had a peg leg. His name was Craig. Called him Peg Leg Craig. The funny thing to do is to take peg. He was kind of an a-hole, so don't feel bad about him. But they would take his leg during lunch and just kind of run around with it. Old Peg Leg Craig just hopping around after his leg out there. Good stuff. I don't think you can get away from that. That would be a hate crime of some kind. Taking Peg Leg Craig's leg away from him. There we go. Try saying that 3 times fast. Good luck with that. From people, the Hollywood Reporter and Carly Thomas. Eva Longoria clarifies, people, listen up. She did not move her family out of the U.S. because of Donald Trump. She moved out because she hates all of you. Not just Donald Trump. I didn't leave because of the political environment. I left because my work took me there, the actress explained, following her previous comments about leaving, quote, this dystopian country. Oh, tell us more, Eva. Tell us more. Amy here, and Marc, and Sam as well. Hello, all of you. Big bear hugs all around. For everyone out here. I apologize. We just jumped past it. I want to just make quick mention here. I'm sorry, people. I am so sorry, but next year, you're not going to get your Star Wars movie. It's been replaced by Ice Age 6. Ice Age 6. Further confirmation that Star Wars is dead, people. When your Star Wars movie has been replaced by Ice Age 6. There you go, people. There you go. I should make more tea to enjoy with the show. Well, thank you, Marc. I'm going to take a drink right now of delicious water. Hopefully they'll get the fluoride out soon enough. I tell you, literally every conspiracy theory coming true. Coming true. Pardon me. Eva Longoria, people, is clarifying recent comments she made about moving her family out of, quote, the dystopian United States, and now splitting their time between the lovely Mexico and Spain. Ice Age, the CG movie with the squirrel. Yes, Amy. Ice Age, the CG movie with the squirrel, has been replaced, or is replacing, rather, a Star Wars movie. Probably the Rey movie. We'll see. Marc says, yeah, there will be 6 of those now. Yeah, I know. There you go. 6 Ice Ages. Can you believe it? Could you believe it? The actress, producer, director unexpectedly called her friend, The View co-host, Ana Navarro. Really? Good Lord. That lady's got to be like 400 pounds. During a taping of the show's The View Behind the Table podcast? There's a View podcast? God, what a waste of space and energy and breath and just talent. Well, they don't have talent. After Navarro answered the call, Longoria said, will you please let them know I did not move out of Spain because of Donald Trump. Well, what did you move out for? Let's find out. Navarro proceeded to note that her friend had, quote, had moved before Trump got reelected in the 2024 election earlier this month. Yay! I've been working in Europe for almost 3 years, Longoria explained. By the way, the Marie Claire article says that people just grab some clickbait stuff to be divisive, which makes me so sad, you know. Everything you say is just meant to be divisive when we can't be that way right now in the dystopian United States. Screw you people, I'm living in Spain and Mexico. I've already had it. But you did tell me that living in Europe had been like shutting off the noise. Actress currently resides in Mexico and Spain with her husband, Jose Poulton, and their son, 6-year-old Santiago. Not very diverse. Eva Longoria would not make it in the diverse program over at ABC anymore. It's just not diverse enough. She also finds herself in other areas of Europe and South America for work, but doesn't frequently return to LA. Yeah, I mean, being away from the constant 24-hour news cycle puts you in a bit of a bubble for sure. No, you're already in a bubble, you dingbat. Clarifying that she left the U.S. for work. She is the first Mexican person to leave the U.S. for work in Mexico. That's got to be the first. That's why I'm in Europe. I didn't leave because of the political environment. I left because my work took me there. Ha! Yeah. I mean, enjoy the cartels, I guess, says Amy. Yeah. Earlier this week, the Desperate Housewives. How long ago has that been off the air? How long ago are we just clinging to our just fumes of fandom out there, for crying out loud? Desperate Housewife alum opened up in an interview with Marie Claire about why she moved her family out of the U.S., citing multiple reasons. Really? Let's take a look. I had my whole adult life here, Longoria told the magazine. But even before the pandemic, it was changing. The vibe was different, people. And then the woo happened, and it pushed it all over the edge. Because I guess being in Mexico is a lot better with the woo than in the U.S.? I don't know. Whether it's the homelessness or the taxes. Not that I want to crap on California. It just feels like this chapter of my life is done now. If you don't know, Eva Longoria is a big, not only donor, but also bundler, and I believe co-chair or one of the chairs for the DNC. And she leaves the utopia of California because of taxes. The taxes are too high, and homelessness. You know, Miss Longoria, you could have used your position as a Democrat bundler and donor out there to, I don't know, make sure that people in the state government in California addressed homelessness and lowered taxes on all of the citizens of California, not just the rich hoi polloi that has, homes in LA and in Europe and Mexico and all these other places. The Flaming Hot director added that the most recent presidential election, which saw Trump crushingly defeat Kamala Harris, helped finalize her conviction. The shocking part is not how he won, she said at Trump's victory. Instead, a convicted criminal, he's not convicted, who spews so much hate, can hold the highest office. If he keeps his promises, it's gotta be a scary place. I hope he keeps his promises, and I hope it's scary for all of you. I'm privileged. Longoria continued. No, that's it. That's all it's. There you go, Miss Longoria. I'm privileged. I'm getting the heck out of here. The taxes are too high. The homelessness, those bums. I don't want to be around a bunch of bums. I'm a Hollywood actress and director. Don't you know? I don't know why I'm talking in California Valley speak, but whatever. Cha. I get to escape and go somewhere because I'm privileged. Most Americans aren't so lucky, but I am. They're gonna be stuck in that crap hole dystopian country. And my anxiety and sadness is for them. Ah! Oh, I feel so much better. Don't you feel so much better that noted actress Eva Longoria has anxiety and sadness for all you bunch of weirdos and losers who are stuck behind in this dystopian hellhole of the United States when you could be living the high life in Mexico or Spain or some chalet over in Europe somewhere, huh? I know I do. I feel a whole lot better. Don't let the door hit you in the bootay. Miss Longoria, do not attempt to come back to the United States. We will deport you. Oh, I'm an American citizen. Well, I don't know about that. Not so sure about that. We'll have to double check. In the detention camps. We'll just have to put you in the detention camp just to make sure we're not going to separate you from your family. Family can all stay together in the detention camp before we deport you to, I don't know, it can't be Mexico. Well, what the hell? Why not Mexico? One of the cartel-controlled areas of Mexico. I'm sure you'll do just fine, ma'am. Sure you'll do just fine. Amy asked, I wonder if she would suddenly want to run to a country without extradition. Possibly. Especially since all that stuff involving Act Blue might be a little bit shady. It might violate a number of campaign finance laws. Especially when you are a mega donor and bundler for the DNC. I'm sure that would be somebody you would want to depose and put under oath in a investigation of all that. So, good luck, Miss Longoria. Flamin' hot lady. Good luck. Good luck with your Desperate Housewives fame fleeting into nowhere. I know all of you are like, oh yeah, I know that Eva Longoria project that she's been working on. And it's like, I don't. I have no idea what she's working on. This Longoria just working on the great stuff over there in Europe. And you little peons, you just don't understand. You just have her anxiety and sadness, for whatever that's worth. Hey, Melissa, good to have you here. Great to have you here. Please don't let these liberals come to Australia. There are too many drop bears. They drop down from the trees onto liberals. They're 100% real. Watch out. Well, Sam, bears been for a long time. Very long time. It's close by. It's a little close by. I might be a little too close for you, Sam. But I've always said, the sort of excommunication. You got to leave the community and go out. And where are you gonna find? Where are you gonna find? You got other people around, like in Australia. You can't be a colonizer, God forbid, and take native land out there. So Beer says, hey, there's only one great place left to go. You got a whole continent. Settle out there. That would be the Antarctic. Send everybody to the Antarctic. That's Beer's solution. Beer's solution for you. All those Texas and homeless people we didn't have until Biden-Harris, says Amy. There you go. There you go. Kind of nice makeup lady, says Amy. Oh, I'm so sorry. There you go. Bear cannot comment on makeup. I'm sorry. If P-Money was here, I would ask. He is our fashion and makeup guru out here, but unfortunately, P-Money isn't here for some reason, so that's all right. That's right. Well, this next one might be a little... A kind of nice makeup gets you a chateau with the penguin, says Amy. There you go. All right. There you go. Now, I don't want a chateau. I want them bundled in the cold. Just all together. All a big socialist, fire. Well, no, they can't start a fire. That would cause global warming. Just all hugged together to stay warm. I think that would be the best. I think that would be the best out here, people. I apologize if this is a little bit kind of inside baseball for some. The whole Diddy situation has completely turned around the world of rap and hip-hop. And it has not stopped, people. It has not stopped. This is kind of interesting. I've never seen this before. From the New York Post. And holy cow. Joe Marino, Georgette Roberts, Vaughn Golden, and Natalie O'Neill. All four had to put their heads together for this one. The state of New York, people, the state of New York buys shares of Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records to make deadbeat dad and co-founder Damon Dash good on his back taxes. I guess Damon Dash didn't get to dash off to Spain or Mexico or anything like that. There he is, right there in the blue. New York has 99 problems, literally. The state government bought a 1/3 share of Jay-Z's Rockefeller Records in an auction on Thursday in the hopes of recouping $8.7 million that the label's embattled co-founder Damon Dash owes in back taxes. Fun breaking news up there. Lame duck Biden humiliated with back corner spot in APAC. Family photo as China's Xi gets placed in honor in the front row. Well, to be honest, Biden was probably passing gas, so probably wanted to get him away as far as they could. One would imagine. An anonymous Albany rep entered the winning $1 million bid at the federal auction in Manhattan in hopes of flipping the 33.3% stake in the famed hip-hop label with hits such as Hard Knock Life and 99 Problems for enough cash to settle Dash's huge tax debt. The state made creditors bid on the legendary rap company share, meaning it didn't have to front the $1 million and can now resell the portion of the company at no risk, people. No risk. I mean, it's not like Jay-Z has a spare $8.7 million lying around that he could kind of come up with to help out his beloved friend and co-conspirator in the whole Diddy situation. There you go, Damon Dash. There you go. It's not clear when or how the state will sell the label rights to pay off Dash's tax debts. Two other anonymous bidders were in the running for the portion of the firm, which also founded the Rocco Wear clothing line. New York City has also demanded more than $193,000 in unpaid child support from the record executive in recent months and will be paid from the bid money. The auction is over, but the work is not complete, said attorney Chris Brown, who represents two plaintiffs whom Dash allegedly owes money. Mr. Dash's legacy is now New York State property. I will work with New York State and New York City as the next phase of ownership of the shares. Damon Dash was previously listed as the 27th most tax delinquent Empire State resident, according to records. You gotta pay up, you deadbeat. The auction was delayed earlier this year when Jay-Z intervened in the matter in August and tried to claim ownership of the first album, Reasonable Doubt, which would be one of the company's main assets. He said the full ownership would revert to him in 2031, giving anyone who bought it only 6 years of control. But the state of New York said, screw you, Jay-Z. Screw you, that's not true at all. Jay-Z has issued wildly public statements warning potential bidders that copyright ownership will revert back to him in 31, the city wrote. Those statements are false and extremely damaging to the city's interests. Oh, gotta get that child support. In better times. Now, maybe you could sell, I don't know, that giant chain around your neck. You know, maybe the watch. I'm sure that would help out in your delinquent tax owed to New York State and your baby mama as well out there, Damon Dash. I'm sure. It's not really looking too great for all the people that are partying out with Diddy. You know, the friends of Diddy just scurrying out there. Nature's Bouchon, a lawyer for Dash. Oh, that fits. Said he was shocked that Jay-Z, whose real name is Sean Carter, didn't make an appearance at the auction, because he's a deadbeat also. And, you know, the whole Diddy situation. Which was held at the Ink Hotel, 48th Street in Hell's Kitchen, never seen by the U.S. Marshals. That's probably the other reason why. I think it's surprising not to see Mr. Carter here bidding on a 1/3 interest on his own record label. Now he has the government involved in his affairs. Aw, that's terrible. I feel so bad for Jay-Z and Damon Dash. What an awful thing to happen. Oh, no, that could be horrible. Let's see, I really hope that the guy that killed Tupac starts talking. I really hope he starts talking and starts implicating certain people. Diddy, Jay-Z, Damon Dash. Be interesting. Interesting out there, people. I know this isn't comic related, but kind of interesting. You never really see the state in a controlling share of a rap label. You never really thought you would see that, but 2024, it'd be nuts, people. It literally be nuts. Release all the lists, says Marc. All the lists. Wait, with Honey Bear? Wait, what? Hold on, I'm missing something. What's going on here? I has tea now. Oh, with honey. Good for you, sir. Good for you. I just have water. Let me drink it. Well, there you go, Amy. It's the hard knock life for us. It's the hard knock life for these guys right here. Instead of treating, we get tricked. Instead of kisses, we get tricks. Kicks. It's the hard knock life. Hard knock life for that black Illuminati that can't pay their taxes. Terrible. I know a place he can move with a view of penguins, says Amy. There you go. There you go. Keep them all together. Keep them all together and warm. Definitely creepy. There you go. All right, finally. It's way too soon, people. If you've already got your Christmas lights out, shame on you. Shame on you. You gotta wait until after Thanksgiving. We don't need 4 months of Christmas. Lights and jingle bell. Just stop. Just stop. Wait until after Thanksgiving. Just stop. I've already seen in the stores where they're already getting ready here. From the New York Post and our AI story of the day. From Brooke Cato. Is it festive or creepy, people? Kids are now conversating with an AI-powered Santa over the phone. There you go. What the hell happened to Santa? Did Santa, get a tapeworm or something? Is Santa okay? Does Santa have cancer? I'm sorry if Santa has cancer out there. Shouldn't you be jolly and not, I don't know, pencil thin? It looks like this guy, rides bikes. Ay. It's a Christmas miracle, people. Maybe not. Children now receive phone calls from Santa Claus, quote-unquote, himself this holiday season. All kids of yesteryear could only imagine. That was the fun part. A conversation with St. Nick. Artificial intelligence is changing the way that youngsters now experience the festive season, people. Children can now pen wish list to send to the North Pole, for Santa will contact them via a, quote, real call. Watch children's faces light up as Santa knows their name, wishes, and favorite things in a one-on-one conversation. They'll never forget, because the AI stole all their data and knows everything, and knows whether they've been naughty or nice. The AI-powered company SantaPhoneCalls.com proclaims on its website. There's another thin Santa. What's the deal with this guy? Eat a freaking donut or something. Come on, man. For the low price of $9.95, children can receive a one-time call from Santa. And if you knock it up for $15, kids can chat with him for more than 5 minutes and receive a recording to, quote, relive the magic or horror and cherish memories of this moment for years to come. By that time, you tell them not only is Santa Claus not real, but the AI Santa Claus is definitely not real. And then watch the tears from their eyes just come flowing down. For $19.95, the whole family receives A one-time personalized call from the North Pole. There you go, there's Santa on. You figure, does Santa have an iPhone or an Android? Do you think Santa Claus is Android? I hope not. I hope not. Poor Santa, get him some cookies, fast. I know. Way too thin. This looks like a traditional Santa. This guy, not so much. Definitely not Cancer Santa. Cancer Santa's, getting treatment. Getting treatment. I suppose. I don't know. After deciding which package to purchase, parents can then fill in all of the personal details of their children. For the message from Santa. Service does not utilize pre-recorded audio. Instead, uses generative AI to mimic real conversations. What could go wrong? By leveraging cutting-edge AI and natural language processing, we've created a virtual Santa that nobody ever wanted, that can interact with children over the phone in truly a personalized way. He called the service, the CEO did, a, quote, very special holiday gift for the whole family so that everyone can, quote, experience the magic of Santa and the magic of artificial intelligence. Our aim is to bring the magic of the North Pole directly to families worldwide. What could go wrong giving an AI company all of your children's personal data, wishes, wants, and desires? I'm sure nothing, absolutely nothing, will go wrong. This isn't the first time Santa's job has been co-opted by artificial intelligence. Last year, the AI-powered automated service, Handywritten, debuted a version of their service dedicated to writing personalized letter from Mr. Claus himself, which would be delivered peppermint scented, with a return address of 123 Elf Road in the North Pole, 88888. So now we know where Santa lives. Santa's in the North Pole. Good. And then we kick all the bums down south to the Antarctic. So we got to keep them separate, people. There's also been NSFW chatbots. What? That pose as Kris Kringle to flirt with people who are likely on his. This is for kids? What? Huh? There have been NSFW chatbots that pose as Kris Kringle to flirt with people who are likely on his naughty list via the app Bloom. So definitely do not get flirty Kris Kringle mixed up with the other AI Santa that's going to call you. Do not get those two mixed up. Your children would definitely be traumatized, for sure. 123 Penguin View in Antarctica, says Amy. There you go. That's the lovely address in Penguin View, Antarctica. Lovely place down there. It could be yours if you want to move out of the United States. Good deal. Skynet Santa, says Marc. AI Santa is Android, says Amy. There you go. You'd figure, yeah, I guess he's not Apple. Was it Apple Intelligence? It's not Apple Intelligence Santa. This is a good question, Melissa. Will future generations be sentimental over this like people are with Elf on a Shelf? Honestly, the better question, is anybody really sentimental over Elf in the Shelf? Not really. Don't really care about. I only learned about Elf on the Shelf within like the past couple of years. I never even knew that was a thing. I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. That's fine. Moving on with my life. I really hope not, says Amy. The AI, I mean. More power to you if you love Elf on the Shelf. Yeah, I know. I knew what you meant, Melissa. I knew what you meant. I don't know if. Listen, you're gonna have a lot of traumatized kids that grow up that thought that they were literally talking with Santa. Then they learn out. No, there's no such thing as. I apologize, people. There may not be such a thing as Santa. There could be. And that possible Santa was actually an AI that now has all your personal information and really knows whether you've been naughty or nice. Especially if you're calling the NSFW Kris Kringle. That would definitely put you on the naughty list. For sure. If you're calling Santa for, fantasy 900 number talk out there, that's definitely on the... You're definitely getting coal in your stocking that year. Definitely for sure, people. Definitely for sure. I thought that was weird, man. I mean, you have Jay-Z being bought up by the state of New York, and now an AI-powered Santa. 2024 can't end soon enough for Bear. Let's just get into 2025 already. I mean, there's still 20 days in 2025 that we gotta get through as well, so... buckle up, people. Buckle your pants. It might be... Well, Bear doesn't have pants, so I don't have anything to buckle, but... I'll tie a rope around the old waist there and maybe put an onion in the loop to keep the old Kaiser away, people. Keep him away. Real Santa sure isn't an AI who charges your parents $10 for a phone call. That's right, Melissa. Santa's love is free out there for all the kids. All the kids. Not that kind of just, general love. Not weird stuff, man. Coca-Cola ripped for ugly AI-generated Christmas commercials. There you go. There you go, people. We are back with the AI. We're keeping an eye on it before Skynet takes us all down, destroys us all, kills us all, and just makes a mess out of everything, people. Yes, indeed. All right. Well, there we are. There we go. Let me do the thing with the thing. Get this out of the way. Get you people back over where I can see you and be able to say hello. Hello to everybody. There we go. Where is our beloved P-Money? Where is he at? Hold on 1 second. I gotta check the score here. 1 second, people. Oh, we're between periods. Still 1-0. All right. We are in intermission, so that's good. That's good news, man. That's good news. Well, I hope you enjoy all of the memes here. They are being enjoyed by everybody out here. I had a number of them. I forgot to put it up earlier, so I want to go ahead and do that now. But coming up to the end of the show here, so I want to thank everybody out here that stopped by. Sam, thank you so much for keeping Bear company for a while out here. Amy, Melissa as well. I hope your weekend going excellent. Going excellent out here. Marc, great to have you here as well. All of our Russian bots and lurkers, we appreciate each and every one of you enjoying us on this weekend out here. But you know what, people? You know what? All this talk that we've had, AI Santas and all the rest, you know what, has made Bear hungry, so he's gonna head back into the woods. So until next time, people, grrr. Night, everybody.